To escape for his life, the boy ran as fast as he could, but he tripped over a corpse on the ground. He kept crawling forward. Suddenly, his wounded comrade grabbed him. "Go, the Eastern Stronghold, our people are there with orders. We're breaking out tonight, for everyone's sake." He had to deliver this message because this was the Soviet army's last chance to break out. He made his way through the dangers, then hid in a ruined building. There, he ran into his girlfriend. Unfortunately, a German soldier was searching the area. To get the intel across, the boy had no choice but to crawl into the river, then crawl on the ground. But as soon as he climbed ashore, he found the banks littered with bodies everywhere. His fellow soldiers had been killed by the Germans. Finally, the boy reached the Eastern Stronghold and delivered the message to the officer word for word. As soon as he finished speaking, the boy collapsed. The officer grabbed him and said, "I'm lucky to fight alongside you," when the flare went off. The Soviet army launched their breakout, but the Germans had already ambushed the strongholds again. As soon as they rushed out, the Soviets were hit by heavy artillery fire. With the well-equipped German army, the Soviets quickly fell apart. What awaited them was nothing but defeat. In the end, all three gaps failed to break out. They had no choice but to retreat to the stronghold to save more innocent lives. They decided to surrender the women and children to the Germans, while the Soviet soldiers stayed behind to fight to the death. In half an hour, the Germans would drop 2 tons of bombs on the area. A military officer's daughter begged her father to leave, but the father knew his duty as a soldier wouldn't allow him to back down. Soon, the bombs fell from the sky. The surrendered elderly and weak didn't escape, but instead faced a brutal massacre. One man who survived was forced by the Germans to strike a surrender pose while they took a photo as a keepsake. Then the Germans ordered him to collect Soviet soldiers' badges from the fallen to survive. He had no choice but to obey, but then he found the body of his girlfriend. The charred skin was clearly the result of incendiary bomb. So the man quietly picked up a grenade, pulled the pin and hid it in his helmet, then smiled as he handed it to the German.